But it wasn't always happy families, as the unusual tombstone of a little girl called Junia Procula tells us. Its storyline reads like a Roman soap opera. The stone was put up by her father, a man called Euphrosyne, and he was putting it up for the little girl and eventually for himself and for somebody else whose name has been hacked out. That's puzzling. Why has it been hacked out? On the back of the stone, the puzzle's solved, because there's another text written there. And what we can see has happened is that Euphrosyne had had a slave called Acte. He'd freed her, he'd married her, they'd had the kid had died, and then things had gone very badly off the rails. He's cursing her on the back. These are the eternal marks of infamy, he says, on that ex-slave of mine, who was a poisoner, who was perfider, who was faithless, who was dolosa, who was deceitful. And then he really curses her. He says, I'm bringing a nail and a piece of rope so that she can hang herself. And I'm bringing picem candentem, burning pitch, to consume her awful heart. What on earth had happened? Well, he then explains. She had gone off with an adulteress, secuta adulterum, and what is more, she'd pinched two of his slaves, a boy and a girl. She left behind poor old Euphrosyne, lying in bed, robbed, all alone, an old man. Now, we've got to remember that we don't know Acte's side of this story, and that might have been very different. But what is clear is that one man's domestic fluidity could be another man's domestic mess. In a way, that's the Roman home in a nutshell. For sure, it was a place inhabited by the traditional Roman clichés, the pompous husbands in their togas and the dutiful wives weaving their wool. But it was also far more intriguing, especially if we put back all the clutter and the cradles and the topsy-turvy relationships. And above all, the extraordinary voices of the Romans themselves that still talk to us after 2,000 years. I lived on lucrine oysters. It's the very best life, snatched away from him. And she had gone off with an adulteress, secuta adulterum.
Menophilos.
And I don't any longer have those awful aching feet. This is the monument of the baker. Get it? She much preferred to be a bit wild. Let's give a Roman ménage à trois.